Hello and welcome to the classroom instruction video for the Meiji restoration simulation. This video can be played in the classroom to guide students through the game. So the rules. This simulation is made for 2 players, with one representing Imperial Restoration forces fighting for the Meiji Emperor and the other for Tokugawa forces, that is the Shogun. Each player is given a card for their forces, either the Tokugawa or the Imperial Restoration. The number by power refers to the number of dice in their power pool, which is how many they roll whenever there is a contest. During a contest, each side rolls their dice. Everyone that comes up as a 4 or above counts as a success. Each side counts the number of successes. For instance, if a person rolled a 1, a 2, a 4, and 2 5s, that person would have 3 successes. What counts as success can change depending on the event that leads to the contest. Whoever has the most successes wins the contest and a taiketsu point. If both sides have the same number, then each rolls again. So if you roll 3 successes and your opponent rolls 3 successes, you roll again, and you keep rolling until someone wins. Taiketsu is a Japanese word which means showdown or like final fight, and those will, you want to keep track of those. The more you get, the better, and they will help determine who will win the final battle. Each card also has a Taiketsu Showdown bank for the Taiketsu pool. Make a tally mark there whenever you add to this pool. So the order of play. A question will be asked. Each person writes their answer on their card without letting anyone else see it. Students will have a 10 count to get to the answer. I'm going to count down from 3 out loud so you'll know it's coming. The students will reveal their card to each other, and then I will give the correct answer. Any player who gets a correct answer adds 1 to their Taiketsu pool. One card is then drawn randomly. Players should take turns drawing the card, and its instructions are followed. An event then happens that requires a contest. So I'm going to give you the first question, and the instructor may wish at certain points to pause the game. For example, it might be good to pause it now and hand out all the materials that are needed. Who of the following was the one that forced Japan to open its doors to the outside world? Was it A. Townsend Harris, B. Ernest Satow, C. Matthew Perry, or D. Francois Leon Vernet? And 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is Matthew Perry. So now draw a card and remember its effects because they will influence the contest. And our first contest. Commodore Matthew Perry has arrived. Imperial Restoration forces want to use this opportunity to make the Shogun look bad, while the Shogun wants to try and look as strong as possible. The 2 sides have a contest, and the winner adds 1 to their Taiketsu pool. So at this point, you would have a contest. Each side rolls a number of dice equal to their power pool, and whoever wins has the most successes. They get a Taiketsu point. If there's a tie, roll again, and remember to make any changes the card required. Who of the following pushed through the first modern political treaty with Japan? Was it A. Townsend Paris, B. Ernest Satow, C. Matthew Perry, or D. Francois Leon Vernet? And the correct answer in 3, 2, 1 was Townsend Harris. So now draw a card. And now for our next event. The Shogun must sign the Treaty of Kanagawa. Imperial Restoration forces are critical of this, while the Shogun argues it is necessary. The 2 sides have a contest to see who wins over the public. The victor adds 1 to their Taiketsu pool. Who of the following was a Tokugawa official assassinated by pro-restoration forces? Was it A. Kome, B. Ii Naosuke, C. Sakamata Ryoma, or D. Ito Hirobumi? Three, 2, 1, and the correct answer was Ii Naosuke. So draw a card. The Emperor and Ii Naosuke are struggling over the succession and treaty crises. Play a contest to see who wins out. The victor in the contest adds 1 to the Taiketsu pool. Who was the emperor before Meiji? Was it A. Komei, B. Ii Naosuke, C. Sakamoto Ryoma, or D. Ito Hirobumi? And the correct answer in 3, 2, 1 was Komei. Draw a card. Shishi attempt to assassinate Ii Naosuke. If you're not familiar with the term shishi, it means men of high purpose, in this case, political assassins. The two sides have a contest. If Imperial Restoration forces win, then Ii Naosuke is killed, and if Tokugawa forces win, he survives. The victor adds 1 to their Taiketsu pool. Which domain did the Tokugawa invade because of its pro-restoration activities? Remember, restoration means restoration of the emperor. Was it A. Imagawa, B. Tosa, C. Satsuma, or D. Choshu? And the correct answer in 3, 2, 1 was Choshu. Draw a card. Imperial loyalists have been rallying in Kyoto. The Tokugawa wants to drive them out. Kyoto is, of course, where the emperor is. The two sides have a contest. If Imperial Restoration forces win, then they drive off the Tokugawa forces. If Tokugawa forces win, the Imperial Restoration forces are driven out of Kyoto. The victor adds 1 to their Taiketsu pool. Who brokered the alliance between Satsuma and Choshu? Was it A. Komei, B. Ii Naosuke, C. Sakamoto Ryoma, or D. Ito Hirobumi? Three, two, one, and the correct answer is Sakamoto Ryoma. Draw a card. Sakamoto Ryoma seeks to broker an alliance between Satsuma and Choshu, but Tokugawa spies want to prevent it. The two sides have a contest. If Imperial Restoration forces win, then the alliance goes through. If Tokugawa forces win, it does not. The victor adds 1 to their Taiketsu pool. Which domain was Sakamoto Ryoma from? A. Imagawa, B. Tosa, C. Satsuma, or D. Choshu? And the correct answer in 3, 2, 1, Tosa. Draw a card. The Tokugawa are angry about the Choshu radicals gaining control of the government and plan to invade the domain. The two sides have a contest. If Imperial Restoration forces win, the Tokugawa are forced to withdraw. If the Tokugawa win, they put a government loyal to them in place. The victor adds 1 to the Taiketsu pool. What was the war that secured the power of the Imperial forces? Was it A. the Imagawa War, B. the Inari War, C. the Boshin War, or D. the Shodo War? And the correct answer in 3, 2, 1 was the Boshin War. Draw a card. Restoration forces have rallied around the emperor, and his restoration rule has been announced. The shogun has been ordered to give up his title and all his lands. The time for the final Taiketsu is at hand. Each side has a contest rolling a number of dice equal to their power, and then adding the number of successes there to the number of Taiketsu points they have. Whoever has the highest total wins. So you roll your dice as normal, keeping in mind the card, but then you add to the number of successes the number of Taiketsu points you've been getting from answering questions correctly and winning contests. Whoever has the highest total wins. In case of a tie, roll again. If Restoration Force is victorious, a new Meiji Restoration government is established. Historically, that is what happened. If the Tokugawa wins, they hang on to power and the history books must be rewritten.